It is quite a sought after campground, so it's actually quite difficult to book this one. You have to book a long time in advance. We're pretty lucky in the time of year that we've come here. It's not that busy at all actually, so yeah, we jagged a good campsite. They're really flat, quite big. Warren's just down there setting up. And this is the view from the top of the hill.
See the beach from this side. Look.
So we're just waiting for the tide to come up. We're going to go down and check out the boat launch, because you can actually launch your boat from the beach here, which is one of the reasons why we actually booked this campsite. So we're going to go down there and check that out, wait for high tide, and we'll be getting the boat straight on the water.
Oh my god, it's pretty glassy. This is why we have the beach launcher.
The third wheel on the trailer.
Yeah.
It's literally the reason we bought the third wheel, isn't it?
Yeah, look at how many people have dug this up trying to get their boats in.
How's this?
Not the worst place to be, is it? Mm-hmm. Pretty good. Make it happen.
You excited?
Yeah, I'm excited and pumped. Pumped up.
Oh.
Shit.
Oh, mate. Oh, no.
Shit. Yeah, it's pretty hot.
Yeah.
I might need the max tracks.
Warren's just gone to see if he can get some extra help. He's put the max tracks under the back wheels. They've taken, but he's just bogged again. So I'm just waiting here with the boat.
A new place, a new home for a while. Let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back. Take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by. Life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself.
Out in the middle of Sandy Bay in Cape Range National Park. Look at these conditions, insane.
As I reach out, reach out, reach out, reach out to the sky, I found my way, I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way, I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my...
Rightio. So, I always knew it would happen at some point if I was to go out on a bit of a Spearo mission, particularly like if I was on my own as well, which I am. I'm in the water on my own. Em's on the boat sitting there. So Em's on the boat sitting there, and I mean, I do try and keep the boat in in my eye line most of the time. So I'm sort of doing like a U-shaped semicircle around the boat. So I'm jumping in, and you know, I'm mainly having a look for like Spanish flag or spangled emperors, or even like if it's like sea bream, like Tar1 or something, because that's pretty much all I'm allowed to shoot out here. So I'm having a good look around. They're really skittish, so I've had 5 unsuccessful shots today. Actually 6 unsuccessful shots. So I'm looking around and I see a really good size spango, like it was a decent size spango. So he saw me and he darted off. sort of along like a ledge around this area here. So he darted off on the ledge, and then so I went around the back of him to see if I can sort of go around the back. And as I went around the back, I saw an even bigger, I think this time probably a bigger tarwine than the Spango. So it was a really decent size. So I was like, okay, cool, that's a good fish. I saw him move off because he was pretty skittish too. He moved off into the murk a bit. So I turned, faced the murk, and out of the murk comes, like, I reckon 1.2 to 1.5 meter tiger shark. So, man, it's happened. I have seen a shark on a spearing mission. Literally my second mission up here too, by the way. Second go. Yeah, and I'll be honest, man, I hightailed it out of there. So I stuck my head up, I saw where the boat was, and I just I punched back. Yeah, so that happened about 4 or 5 minutes ago. So I'm pumped up. Yeah, he seemed cruisy, but I only saw him for like probably 3 seconds max. And he definitely had stripes on him, so definitely must have been like a juvenile tiger shark. Because I think I was reading the other day with the juvenile tigers, the stripes are like really prominent, like their little stripes down their back are quite prominent. As they get older, they're harder to make out because they get a lot bigger and grayer. But yeah, that was probably a juvenile tiger. So yeah, there you go. Exciting. We're done here though.
Let's go and find it.
We're not going to go back in, but we might have a little troll up and just see if we can find it, and then maybe if we find a bit of seagrass or something, we might have a flick for some squid. But I'm staying on the boat for now, so yeah. Anyway, exciting stuff. Afternoon.
Cheers, legends.
So we have had a day. So I'm sure Emma will overlay some footage over the top of this, but
I will.
But we went to put the boat in the water this morning, and I just went against what I had said I would do. I said, I've seen people get bogged here. I'll use the third wheel, I'll use the boat launcher. Anyway, I sat back and watched this guy put a boat and a jet ski in, no dramas. I was like, can't be that hard, right? Can't be that big of an issue. Anyway, decided to do it the hard way, and you know, we backed the boat down into the water. We got so bogged.
So bogged.
So bogged. I got more bogged than I've ever been before, so it was a big bog. Camp host came down, helped us out. She just helped dig, and we just put max tracks under. So we ended up getting about, we moved about 4 meters, and we just weren't getting anywhere. Camp host went up, grabbed a bloke, came down, he snatched us out. So thanks to that legend. He didn't even want a beer for it, which is terrible, but I'll probably go over tomorrow and give him a beer anyway. So got the boat in the water, and we had an epic boating day. It was awesome.
Yes.
It was absolutely awesome.
What a day.
Killer. Boat was excellent, conditions killer. Anyway, it didn't end there because we decided, okay, cool, it's time to get the boat out. And we got told that we can moor the boat over in Sandy Bay, but we've never really moored the boat before. Like, this is all pretty new to us. So I went over there, we anchored down, but it just didn't feel right to us. So we went up.
We actually pulled it onto the beach.
Yeah, we pulled it onto the beach, and then we
pushed it back out.
Pushed it back out and then anchored it. Went up to another dude in his camp, the guy that was like pulling his boats in and out real easy. Anyway, he's a local Exmouth guy, and he's like, look, I never leave my boats anchored up, because I asked him, I was like, should we leave our boat there overnight? He's like, nah, I never leave my boats anchored up here. You never know what the weather's going to do, blah, blah, blah. So we were like, okay, cool. Got to get the boat out, but we knew that we got bogged before, so we knew it was going to be a bit of a mission. Anyway, that guy came up with the idea that, like, why don't we put a snap strap on the boat, on the back of the trailer, and scull drag the boat up far enough for us to, like, winch it up onto the trailer, which was a good idea. So we went with that. So we basically backed the car down to the rock bed so I wouldn't get bogged. And then we scull dragged the boat with a snatch strap up the beach a bit. And then we went to winch the boat back up onto the trailer, and we have a broken winch.
It was going nowhere.
It was going nowhere.
Literally
It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work at all. So it's just spinning on its wheel at the moment. So I must have done a bearing inside the winch or something like that. It's a hand winch, by the way. So we basically had to take the motor off, take the fuel tank out, take the dive bags out because they were quite heavy as well, and then we lifted the boat up onto the first roller, and then had to get some young strong gentleman who just
appeared out of nowhere.
Yeah, he just standing up on the sand hill, just chilling out, like looking out like some Greek god. And I was like, bro, would you help me out? He's like, oh, absolutely. So he come over and we lifted the boat up onto the rollers as Emma was like, the winch was sort of working enough, but any pressure on the winch and it's just like, it was just pulling.
Spinning.
Yeah, it was just spinning. So yeah. Emma sort of wound it up enough for it to, so we got the boat up on it, and then another bloke came along, helped me put the motor back on, and then we pulled it up into camp, and all I can say is that we are done with boating for Osprey. Yeah, I'm one part disappointed, but also we had such an full-on epic day that we just like, tomorrow we're just going to chill out and do nothing.
Totally. We need it.
But there you go, boating in Osprey, definitely not as easy as everyone's made it out to be. It's really soft at the entry point, and she said that loads of people get bogged. Someone was bogged yesterday. The guy from Exmouth said, yeah, we watch people get bogged there all the time.
But then his car, right, we were like, oh, he did it so easily, we can do it this easy. But then we saw his car afterwards and we were like, it's like a monster truck.
Yeah, he's got like 35. He's got like 35s on it with like, you know, it's an old 80 series that he's obviously done up. But anyway, I mean, pretty good. But look, we definitely learned a few lessons today. We're just having a drink, and it'll be sunset pretty soon, but we probably won't get a sunset because it's very, very cloudy. It's really overcast. But anyway, still beautiful. So we'll keep you updated on what we do later on. Good morning, guys. We are just out having a chill in the bay today at Osprey Bay. Emma's just taken the board out. There she is. I've just done a big loop like around the back of the reef here and then back in on the board this morning, and that was just amazing. Not much life out, but I did see a little leopard shark. He was just chilling out in the water. Saw a turtle. Yeah, we had a pretty hectic day yesterday, to be fair, like getting really bogged in the morning, seeing the tiger shark while I was out spearfishing, and then having a lot of drama getting the boat back in yesterday as well. To be honest, we feel a bit cooked from the whole thing. In the process, oh look, there's a little garfish in front of me. I'm sure you can see him. Just there. Yes, pretty cooked, and in the process of yesterday, I think we we broke the winch on the boat trailer, which does actually make getting the boat in and out of the water a lot more difficult. So there's probably no more boating, and we're probably just going to try and chill out. This really is the last few days of our trip, so it's a holiday for us, so we want to try and relax and stay pretty chilled out. So that's what we are going to do today. No major plans, so we'll just see what the day brings. I'll tell you what though, I think it's worth saying this. I don't know, it might be an unpopular opinion, but I'm just going to say it anyway. I reckon I've been out this morning and I've had a good look around, and we went out yesterday as well. I think this reef seems to be a bit more devoid of life than down in Ningaloo. Just this particular part of the reef. I'm not going to say the whole thing, but I think that it seems to be a bit of an issue with, I don't know, I'm not sure, maybe there's a lot more people snorkeling here, maybe there's more boating going on, I don't know, but yeah, it just seems to be a bit more devoid of life through this reef. But I don't know, maybe as the tide comes up today I might change my mind, so we'll see how we go. But either way, it's still bloody stunning. Pretty amazing spot, so definitely need to get yourself here if you haven't been here yet. Caught up.
Wow.
That's brand new. Look how covered over it is. Right there.
We're out turtle hunting again, trying to find a spot for tonight. So this is Sandy Bay. How far away from camp would you say we are?
A lot, like less than a K.
Yeah, so we just walked along here. And this nest here was just put, we think, last night.
That's fresh as.
Yeah. So we're going to set up.
It's just been covered over.
Yeah.
You can see where she's come up. She's come up this way.
Yeah, here.
Covered it and then come back down.
And you can see a couple just dotted along here on the beach as well, some older ones. So we're going to come along here tonight. We're just talking about getting our dinner early and then getting some things in a backpack and bring our red lights along here and see what we can find.
Oh, that's a big one.
Oh, so sad. Oh wow.
So we've just had a nice little afternoon. We went for a walk right up to the point, which is Sandy Bay. And we've heard Sandy Bay is really nice, so we actually went for a walk up there this morning and saw loads of turtles and heaps of shovel-nosed rays, baby ones, big ones, all through that whole area. And so we thought, let's get a drink and some fishing gear and stuff, and so we went for a walk up through there. I took a couple of lures Got nothing, but it was still fun to flick them around in the water and have a bit of fun. Emma swam with like 4 or 5 turtles in the water, which was just crazy. Some crazy amount of turtles up there in that little bay. I ended up walking up around the point to flick the lures around, and up over the other side there was 2 manta rays in the water as well. So it's a wicked spot. If you come here, it's a wicked spot for like getting a little bit of different wildlife. If you sort of head 600 or 700 meters up, and then you get down onto the beach and you can walk around the point. It's really, 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 really nice. And a nice little swimming spot too, so it's good. We have had a bit of a chilled afternoon and set up here for a little while. Reading books. Emma's been doing a bit of editing on the laptop, and we've just been reading books and chilling out. Yeah, we don't know what's going to happen next. The wind is meant to come up overnight, so we are going to make some preparations later this evening for wind. I've been using the Zoleo. We've got a little Zoleo device, and the Zoleo is like a little satellite communicator, so we've had no coverage out here even though we're on Telstra. We've been getting like slithers of 4G, so things are coming in and out, but I've been using the Zoleo to get weather, and Zoleo reckons we're only going to get winds of up to about 28k an hour here tonight, which, to be fair, we've been sort of sitting around 23, 24k an hour through the afternoon, so I don't even know if it's going to get that bad. So we'll pull the awning in, we'll stow a few things away, and we're just going to play it by ear as we go. We'd like to stay another day, so we've got enough provisions to stay another night. So we're just going to see how we go. But yeah, beautiful afternoon, absolutely gorgeous here.
We are out back along the point in Sandy Bay. We are out way.
Sorry.
Wow. We're out turtle hunting again. So there's plenty of nests along here, so I really wanted to come along and see if we could see any more hatchlings. But there also are a lot of turtles nesting on this beach too. So we're pretty much set up for the night. Well, for a little while. We got some ginger beer from Warren's dad. He home brews it and it is amazing. So we thought we'd save that for this trip for Osprey, and we would crack it when we got here. So that's what we're doing, and the sun has set. We've got a little bit more light, and we're just going to keep walking this beach and seeing what we can see. Check out the fish that jump out the water. Look at this. No turtles tonight, but it was cool anyway. We waited for, how long did we wait? About an hour and a half?
Yeah, hour and a half.
Yeah, it's about 8:30. It's a bit of a walk back to camp, so we're gonna head back now and have a shower and stuff, so never mind, maybe next time. He's a big one. It's like out of the water.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's like almost beached, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a big one too.
Good morning. We're out for a little drive. We're headed to Yardie Creek this morning. The wind really picked up in the night, and it's going to be a hot day as well, so we just decided to give the car a little drive and head down to Yardie Creek. You said there's a walk there, hey?
Yes, there's a there's like, I think there's a walk along the edge of the gorge there. So yeah, I've seen other people do it on other videos, so we'll go and have a look at that.
Yeah, we'll do that. Hopefully we'll see some rock wallabies, and we're just trying to get some signal because we only get one little slither of 4G. We're both on Telstra, just to check out the weather and the wind for the rest of the day, because if it gets really bad we might actually just pack up. But we're just going to play it by ear for today and see how we go. But first of all, we're headed to Yardie Creek.
So we're going to do the Yardie Creek Gorge trail. It's only 2Ks, it's nothing. We're just going to go for a walk up that way, and then yeah, the plan is to go to Exmouth tonight to get out of the wind. No point in sitting on the coast in the wind, in the heat. We've done it before and we don't really like it, so we're gonna go into Exmouth, check out Exmouth, because we really haven't checked out Exmouth, and then we might even stay one more night in Coral Bay, because we both unexpectedly loved Coral Bay when it's quiet and not in peak season. So yeah, but check this out, this is beautiful. Look at this, stunning. It's a stunning day. It's not a very, both walks are not long here at Yardie Creek, but you can't do any droning because there's like a particular species of rock wallaby that lives in the gorge, and the drones really affect them. Plus, if it says no drones, try not to drone, but I don't know. Sometimes the amount of no drone signs is like pathological. It's crazy. So yeah, we're going to go down this walk and have a little bit of a look at this, but it's really, really beautiful, and both walks look really easy. So we're just going to go and check this out. We will yeah, update you on the road and show you this little walk. They seem pretty chilled out and not too bothered by me, so I won't make any like big movements or be loud. Check them out. So that was pretty epic. I just came down, Emma was taking photos, I just come down that little rock crack and just walked straight into 3 rock wallabies just sitting there catching some shade in that little crack. Really, really cool. And they seemed pretty chilled out actually, so they just sat there for a few minutes, which was awesome. Em and I were just saying though, like, this is a really pretty walk. And it's very Carragini-esque as well. It kind of gives you Carragini vibes, which is pretty awesome, because you kind of like walk in the direction of the gorge, like inland, and you're thinking Carragini, but you're quickly reminded of how amazing the Ningaloo Coast is, because then you go straight out there and you just have the Ningaloo coastline running along. Yeah, sick, good walk, highly recommend. So we're just making our way up these little steep sections here, all the way up to the top of that.
Yeah, I can see why they said it's a class 4.
Yeah, we were like, oh, what's the deal? Like, why is it a class 4? But I mean, yeah, this is all kind of like steep, rocky section. Sort of like rocks are kind of like cut into the side, like kind of making like decent little steps, but you just got to have your wits about you. But it's just funny, because this is not a Birkenstocks or sandals walk, by the way. Recommend a pair of boots.
Yeah.
like that. Sick. That was a great little walk, and we saw so much little bits of wildlife, and yeah, very cool part of the area. We were just reading that sign saying that this is actually one of the first places they sort of found evidence of First Nations people living on country 30 to 50,000 years ago. That is just unfathomable, like incredible.
Yeah.
Amazing area though, and you can see why it would have been so important to them. It's such an abundant wildlife area. The creek would have given them fresh water. There was rock shelters and caves all the way along. Just amazing, man. Yeah.
And the ocean over here.
Ocean over there.
Fish.
Just killer.
Very deep.
But come do this for sure. This is definitely a must do, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get the bathers off for a bit. Get the walking shoes on. Pretty awesome.
So we just got back to camp from the walk in Yardie Creek. We literally just packed our stuff and left. We had sort of half packed yesterday, hadn't we? There was only a few more things to do, so we just quickly packed up, and we're now heading into Exmouth. But we were just saying that Osprey campground is only 5 minutes down the road from Yardie Creek campground. Now if you can't get into Osprey because it's booked out, obviously, it's not a bad place to stay in Yardie Creek. They have toilets. They actually have 4G signal if you wanted somewhere where you do have signal, which you don't get at Osprey. And you can obviously go down to Osprey for the day. So yeah, not a bad one if Osprey's booked out because it is so popular. But anyway, there's lots of camps along that stretch of coastline as you sort of head back towards Exmouth around the Cape anyway. But yeah, we're just driving back into Exmouth now to see if we can find somewhere to stay for the night.
Hey mate. You right, mate? Exmouth's that way.
These things are so funny.
Crazy.
Just
I
wandering along the
literally
road.
couldn't give a shit about a car as well.
No.
Like this Prado in front of us here, I basically had to stop because he's just standing there. He didn't want to go anywhere. Just standing there. It's probably brain fried because it's so hot outside.
Yeah, it's 40 degrees out there right now.
Yeah, it is. It's warm. It's really hot.
Yeah.
It's hot outside.
We've just checked into a cabin
Yeah.
in Exmouth at the RAC Caravan Park. What do you get? $114.
$114 if you're an RAC member. Like it's
Yeah.
obviously off peak as well, so it's outside of peak.
Yeah.
I mean, the cabin like doesn't have a toilet, like a ensuite bathroom or anything. Like you just got to go over and use the shower block. But who cares? I mean,
The shower block was so nice.
bloody the shower blocks at RAC are like real nice. Real like it. I can imagine it'd be a really nice caravan park to stay in. Like if it wasn't 40 degrees outside. It's really hot.
Yeah.
At the moment we're having a massive heat wave up here too, so Geraldton got to 46 degrees. Was it yesterday?
Yes,
or the day before?
or the day before.
Yeah,
It's the hottest
well,
place
Hottest place in the world.
in the world, it said. Yeah.
Far out.
Yeah. It's
so
full on.
It's hot, and it was hot and windy, and we just thought last couple of nights we'll probably get a unit down in Coral Bay as well. Just save us like doing a whole setup for one night.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah, we're going to stay there tonight. But yeah, it's got air conditioning, big
it's
double
good-
bed, and it's
good air
nice
conditioning as well.
Yeah, it's super cold.
Yeah, so it's got the double bed. It's got actually 2 sets of bunk beds.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess it would be a real squish for for a family.
Oh no, family of 4 would be perfect. I reckon it'd be
Yeah,
alright.
family of 4, but
Yeah.
like you can fit 4 kids in there too. So
Yeah,
yeah.
squishy, but I
be
mean,
squishy.
it is a bit of an escape though. It feels like an escape.
Oh, totally.
From, you know.
Yeah.
Despite the wind, we were eager to check out some of the places around Exmouth. The Mildura Wreck looked like a really interesting place that we would like to come back to go for a little snorkel here.
We just came up to the lighthouse on the windiest day and the highest point in Exmouth, but it's our last chance and we have to see it. So we're up here for sunset. Whether it's going to be an enjoyable sunset or not, I don't know, but let's see. These things here are actually old sandbags. And are a World War II artifact. Wow.
Yeah, it'd be crazy.
Well, it's sunset drinks in the car because it is so wild outside. So we're watching it from the top of the hill in the car. This is actually our first sunset because it has just been so cloudy. We didn't get a single sunset while we were at Osprey. So here we are, Exmouth, final sunset.
Yeah, 45 km/h winds with gusts at 50. So yeah, it's up there. I'm glad we're not at
Yeah.
Osprey tonight. I think it would have been. Oh, it's not well protected there at all. You're basically perched on the edge of the ocean, and it's like southwesterly. So you'd just cop the whole brunt of it. Yeah.
Totally.
So good move.
Yep.
Good move.
Good move coming into Exmouth.
Well, that was Osprey Bay and a unplanned trip into Exmouth just because of the wind.
Yeah.
We were pretty glad we did do that little unplanned trip into Exmouth. It really blew up last night, and I think when we went up to the lighthouse, we were like, man, imagine me camping on the beach tonight, getting smashed. So it was a great little trip into Exmouth and a good reset.
It was nice to reset, have a good shower, have a hair wash.
Yeah, and the RAC park there is like actually really, really nice.
Yeah.
And there's heaps of little things to do around Exmouth. We checked out the lighthouse, we checked out Bundiki, we checked out the Mildura Wreck. We had a little tromp through the stores around the town, picked up some supplies. Yeah, really good town, awesome.
Yeah.
So if you didn't catch our previous videos, guys, go back and watch the other eps. We're in Coral Bay, we smashed out a snorkel charter, we took out the boat with our friends, and then we moved up to Yardie Creek. We were able to get some other awesome swimming locations, some other snorkeling spots, watched baby turtle go into the ocean, which was another trip highlight.
So good.
Yeah, super awesome coastline. As you know, there's so many videos on the Ningaloo. We just wanted to do our little bit on it. It is really abundant with wildlife. You do have to, account for the wind, but we were able to get 6 days, which is just unheard of. 6 days of basically excellent weather with a couple of days of like peak glamour conditions thrown in there for good measure. So stunning, absolutely stunning. I think probably one of the big recommendations is that you are reasonably well supplied coming up through here, because I mean, for instance, we popped into the town in Coral Bay and grabbed some supplies. I mean, we paid $10 for a box of cereal, which is, again, we fully understand that. Like, don't come at me in the comments. Like, we understand that coming up this way, things are going to be way more expensive than normal, but we were pretty well planned. We managed to sort of not have to hit the shops too often, but when we did, we found it was really, really pricey. So
we bring a lot of our own food. Like these 2 bags here, one behind Warren's head, and this one are full of dry food.
Yeah.
Like, we bring a lot of our own stuff.
Yeah.
Like, we're pretty well prepared with our food planning and that sort of thing. So.
100%. So, but that's just a big tip. And you know, come up here and try and get out to those campsites that aren't always the ones that people have got on the videos and stuff. Like, we went to Mesa, we went to Ned's, we pulled in at Kurrajong. All of those smaller sites on your way down to like Osprey Bay and that sort of stuff, they were equally as stunning. Honestly, they looked amazing.
They're all right on the beach. The beaches are just beautiful up here. Like, it doesn't matter which one you go to, they're all amazing.
And I know I said in another video on here that I said that, like, I'm going to stand by it and say that Osprey Bay is absolutely stunning, gorgeous place to stay. I absolutely know that it's like everybody loves it, and I get it. I get the allure, but I have to say, like, if you're going to Osprey Bay for snorkeling, we could give you 5 other spots that blow it out of the water. I mean, Osprey Bay was great for snorkeling, but like I said, we could give you 3 to 5 other ones that are way more full of marine life and far more stunning. So yeah, Osprey Bay is an awesome place to chill out for a few days by the beach, but I reckon there's heaps of other excellent snorkeling spots. And that might be an unpopular opinion, but anyway, that was what we found. So thanks so much for watching our video. If you like our videos and you like what we're doing, please subscribe. It helps push us along a little bit further. Flick us a comment if you agree or disagree with anything, and yeah, we are going to catch you guys in the next vid. Thanks for watching.